Popping Jack. What's popping, guys? So the time right now, you can see here that market is live. Right, we're currently in the live market. The week has just begun, so we're in the third week of the challenge, and this week we should be looking to take our current balance, which is $82, right? Take our balance from $82 to something like, let's see, 80 dollars, like, so that's what, 160. So like eight like 160 should be our target balance for this week, right? Because we want to reach 50% for our account. It will not be 50, but basically just round it off to like the just round it off, and then you're gonna get like what, 80. So $80 balance, right? From 82 balance to $80 balance, and then 40% of $40, right? Of the $80 is basically 50%. So that being said, we're risking 50% this week, guys. So we are gonna risk 50%, and then boom, 50, right? So the balance then would be $80 plus the $80, that would be 160, right? But the balance that we should have this week, we should end in this week, it should be somewhere from 117 to 135. I get that? So between 117 and 135 is where our actual goal should be for this week. But if we should reach $40, right? Then 80 and 80, right? Say we get a 1 to 2 on the $40, 80 and 80, that'll be 160, and then 160 would actually surpass the challenge. So that being said, that being said, that being said, we're gonna reach $40 this week to hopefully catch up the challenge and also surpass the challenge. So let's get into the markets, guys. So first and foremost, we need to start off with AUD CAD. So was it last week? No, I don't think it was last week. I don't think I was interested in this last week, but the week before, for sure, like the first week of the challenge, I was interested in this pair and did not work out in my favor. Anyhow, right, you can see here that we are at this area of interest. So what is the trend of this AD card market on the weekly time frame? On the weekly time frame, we're obviously bearish, right? We had that higher high, higher low. I don't want to call this a higher high because it's basically the same place. So this is the higher high, and then we break from that area, and then we had a retest of the delta formation, and then we had a engulfing to the downside. So now we're looking for a retracement into this area of interest right here to then sell from this point, right? So that's what we're looking for. Probably like a daily retracement or something, but we need a retracement into this area of interest to sell, right? You can see here on the daytime frame that we are currently, it's between bullish or bearish. I would honestly want to say bullish because this is literally a low key, not much of a movement, but at the same time, it could be bearish because it is two red candlesticks. After all, it's not just like one candlestick, it's two red candlesticks, one going down, one going further down, but you just basically have the two movements. So that being said, right, you can say if I'm to say we're bearish, then boom, 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 boom. So this is what bearish here, and then we create this head and shoulders pattern. Had an engulfing from that EF interest. Now we need to have a pullback into EF interest to sell. We have here the EMA. So yeah, basically solid market so far. And then we have the forward time frame, which is also bearish. So we're looking good. We're looking good on AD card. Let's go to EuroCAD though. AD card is not my favorite pair. I'll tell you what my favorite pair is by the end of this video. And if you guys are hearing some breeze, that might be fun. So let me just turn off the fans real quick. I know you guys are gonna hear a dog. Probably. Anyways, let's get into this video. So, let's proceed. On the weekly time frame for had, you can see here that we are bearish. No, yeah, we're bearish. Yeah, we're bearish. We're bearish. So bearish broke below CF interest. Now we can to come back for a retest in order to sell this trade to the downside. Right, still bearish on daily time frame. On the weekly and the forward time frame, we are also bearish. So three time frames are basically in sync. All we need right now is a retest of the CF interest in order to sell to the downside. Right, so the Time frames are why the F interest is like I have one, two, three, four, right? Four rejections, five rejections actually. One, two, three, four, five rejections, right? So when you have retest in order to sell to the downside. So the F interest is pretty much valid, and so is the time frame. And then, yeah, we have confluences. Honestly, that's pretty much there. So that's good. Also, still not my favorite pair, but it is there. Okay. Um, AUD USD. Now, regarding to the F interest here in the weekly time frame, you can see that it's not very strong. This is pretty much bullish to me, right? But at the same time, feel like we're gonna reject from this area to go to the downside. Can see how the week candlestick close, not much of a confidence saying that hey, I want to go up. It's more like an indecisive candlestick more than anything. But regardless, the trend is bullish. Okay, so the F interest in daytime frame still does not look very much valid. We have one, two rejections, right? This is yet to be deterred, so don't really know what to say about this. This is definitely my favorite pair. So I'm gonna put this as definitely as a number five pair. Matter of fact, I might just delete it. This has little to no influence. I don't want to risk any type of money on that. So bye bye ADESD. I might miss out on some trades regarding to that me deleting that, but still bye bye. I don't want to take a trade that I'm not certain of. All right. The weekly time frame here on GPUSD. So I remember in the first week that I was waiting for a shifter structure to actually sell from here. I think it was in the same first week, guys, where I actually lost. Right? I lost someone in the first week and then I won back. I won it back. And then second week. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, I think it was like that. Bro, the weeks are moving so fast I can't even keep up. Anyways, yeah, so that's basically pretty much it. So here, we're looking to take this straight to the downside because on the weekly time frame, you can see here that we're pretty much bullish, right? And we're looking for retracement back into this area of interest right here. So from this area of interest to this area of interest, what I'm looking for, right? So to take ourselves from here back to here, that's what I'm looking for. And then the weekly time frame is also bullish. You can see here though that we're below this area of interest, so might just reject from this area of interest to go to the downside as I am waiting, right? That's what I want. That's what I'm predicting. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, rejection to the downside to sell. Right now, this could have been a sell, but no wick to the upside as yet. Not interested. Right? No daily wick to the upside, so I'm not interested. Anyhow, let me just mute my phone real quick because I'm getting some messages. All right. So that being said, we're waiting for some type of daily week or weekly week. Waiting for a week overall because you can see here that every single day or every single week, whatever you make at it, every time when a candlestick is being created, there's a week to the upside and to the downside. So that being said, waiting for a week to the upside in order to take this trade here on GPUSD. So that means we cannot take the trade as yet, even though you can see that in the next 30 minutes we're gonna close as an engulfing, which will be pretty much telling me to sell, but I cannot sell as yet because there's no wick to the upside. I need a wick to sell. And it's still too early. So that being said, not interested at the moment, but really it's looking very, very nice. Okay. GP AUD. On the weekly time frame, look at this. This is looking like a masterpiece of a trade. And this is what I'm talking about, by the way. You can see here the wick to the upside is literally right here. Right? You can see that wick. That's what I'm waiting for. Now the wick is to the downside is literally being created. So that being said, we're getting ready to take this trade as well. So the weekly time frame and GPAD, right? We're currently the trend of this market is pretty much bullish. Right? But we need a retracement in order to continue to the bullish side, right? We need a retracement in order to continue going higher high and creating higher lows. And daily time frame, you can see here that we're actually bullish as well, right? So we're bullish on the daily time frame as well. And then we close within the air frame trace, not really below. I don't really like that, but at the same time, it's still looking very, very nice. I was saying, right, that I would want a break from the air frame trace and then retracement back into the air frame trace to then take this trade. So I need a closure. I need a candlestick closure, probably like the 4 hour, right? It's nothing less than the 4 hour. I want the 4 hour time frame to close below the F interest and have a retest in order for me to sell. If not the forward, then it has to be the daily time frame, but nothing less. It has to be a time frame that has a lot of um how would I say it? Like it has to be a strong time frame. It has to be a strong candlestick. I can't do this on the 2 hour time frame. Yeah, it won't give me much of a confidence to take this trade. So I want it on the 4 hour time frame or day time frame to say yes, I'll be able to take this trade now because we have closed below the F interest. So that's GPAD. So this is looking very, very good. To take the downside, we're predicting a retracement in order to continue to the bullish side. So that's very interesting taking this trade. All right, so USD CHF. This is the last one for the week, guys. So we have 5 pairs, and this is the last one. The weekly time frame here, right? Pretty much bullish. This is very, very bullish. We're predicting a retracement back into the CF interest in order to sell. So we're gonna sell from the CF interest back into the CF interest. So supply and demand pretty much being showed. Or even somewhere like right here, we could even start the trade because we can see here that we have a lot of rejections. So this is also a from interest where we could look to take the trade. That we could look to come out the trade at this point. So that's where a TP could be set. No, I was saying that the week is bullish. The daily time frame, let's see what it is like. So this is pretty much bearish on the daily time frame. You can see here higher high, higher low, higher high basically. Then we had a rejection back from that area, had a closure, had a shift of structure, retracement back into the F interest. So yeah, we're looking to take this for a sell now. We also have this head and shoulders time frame, left head pattern. Oh my God. Left head, right shoulder break, retracement, engulf into the downside to sell. But we are the new week, so we're looking for a new retracement and a new engulfing in order to sell this pair right here. So if the 4 hours to close like within this year fringes, that would be such a good confluence to take this trade around 9 o'clock my time, right? That'll be 9 p.m. So literally just 4 hours from now, basically, I'm looking to take this trade. Well, not really 4 hours, but let's say 3 hours and 9 minutes, if I want to be specific. But yeah, I'll be looking to take this trade then. I want the forward to close within the CF interest, as I said, and then we can look for a engulfing to the downside, take this trade. So that's pretty much it for the week, honestly. So we have one sell, two sells, three, four, and five. Damn, I can't tell last time I took a buy. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly, for the week so far. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys will continue to like tune in, leave a like, leave a subscribe, hit that notification bell as well to keep in touch with these videos. I'm trying to keep up the posts for every single weekend. So yeah, it's really, really a busy time for me right now, guys. This is why I'm uploading so late and why I'm recording so late as well. So literally recording why like while the market is open right now. It's not a bad thing, but at the same time we normally do this before the market opens. Anyhow, yeah, that's pretty much it right now for the week. So I'll keep you guys updated if I win any trade, if I take any trade, if I lose any trade. Pretty much it. So yeah, we lost what $8 last week, and we're trying to make even more than that. We're gonna miss 50% of the account. Guys, this might change it all because for a long time I have been stuck at a break even. So I feel like if we should go above this point, oh my God, we're set. We're set. So we just need one trade, just one trade, and we're good to go.